All right, welcome guys, welcome. Just give me a moment. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna sit here. We're gonna chat for a moment, so I can tell you what the build is. I talked with the man. I talked with a literal mathematician to get this build down, and he did help me, like get some items and gave me a lot of insight to some things that I weren't really privy to. So we're about to finish chapter 3. We'll probably get done with chapter 3 and go into like the tier end game build, but I needed to get some footage, and this person is running like they are running a build that is so busted that the game crashes. Okay, we cannot run that build because I do not have the item to do that, nor do I want to, because it's crashing the game. And from what he has told me, it's going to get nerfed because somebody found a way to duplicate some stuff. So that being said, I'm going to show you the build that he showed me that really took this to the next level. I don't know if I might just make this the actual video for the build so you guys can see it. It is not optimized, and it still destroys. It still slaps. So yeah, I was gonna play a different game, but I really just want to finish number 3, and I actually need to play. It's more of like a retro game, like a tactical kind of Songs of Conquest, which I think is it's so underrated, guys. Songs of Conquest is very, very good. Give me a moment. We're still getting stuff. Like I said, the YouTube thing takes a minute to catch on. I don't know why it's that way. I have no idea. Okay, but I'm gonna show you the purest minion build. All right, I'm just looking at some notes I have on my phone because I was taking some notes when I talked to him. And like I said, I want to make sure that YouTube is up and running properly. Because sometimes she don't want to work. There she is. All right. I'm sorry I don't have a better way to do this. So you're going to have to listen to me, and we're going to have to talk. What up, C? I'm over here on Rumble and here. I'm just getting everything set up. The stream, this happened much later. I didn't expect to. I don't usually stream this late. This is when I used to stream. Yeah, kind of like, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I took like a power nap. I hit the gym. I had made some really good food, and I passed out. Like, there's no excuse, you know. But let me get, like I said, let me get set up right here. We're gonna chat. I'm not gonna drop his Discord name or whatever, but he is in the chat right now. The dude just broke down mathematically how everything works, and he gave me a really good insight that I was talking about. I'm going to talk about right now. It's how the marketplace is devised, and you should be using the marketplace for your end game. And he's stellar at it. Is really what it is. I believe the man is a mathematician, and he's not telling me. So take that as you will. I was gonna do Elden Ring. I know I keep saying it, but I don't know, man. I'm just hooked to Path of Exile. I have a problem right now. Yeah, with this attachment, if you guys are gonna use the Stream Elements tab, I'm still learning it. But if you do use it, if YouTube isn't your primary, you have to go back in and basically correct everything because it doesn't launch normally. So, does that suck? I mean, yeah, but I mean, it is what it is, right? It's a free. I don't have to pay for. I'm not Stream Elements. I forget what it is, guys. I forget what it is. I'm getting pinged by the internet. And YouTube like froze on me. I don't know. See, I see you're on right now, man. I'm gonna do some experimenting. We were looking at everything, guys. There's a lot happening. Record date. This is ridiculous. I wish it would be better implemented. But I like talking to you guys. Me and C here, we had like a very deep chat. You guys don't know a whole lot about me. But if you do talk to me one-on-one, I'm not really limited to what I can talk about. You know, censorship, YouTube, you know, that whole thing. I talk about a lot of things. We talk about family, talk about games, talk about relationships. We talk about it all. We do it all here. So now we are ready to go. I'm gonna throw this in the Discord and the L Twitter, right? And if you are watching this live stream and it goes live later and you're here now, just tap it and we'll get into the deep action. But if you don't want to miss anything, like, sub. I'm here on YouTube. I'm on Rumble. I might just do Rumble streams on Sunday. I don't know yet. It's really still up in the air. I don't know. But I also need help me here, get a lot of footage for, I'm going to call it the Legion build. This is the most purest, diabolical build for, honestly, for the game. So now that I have everything set up, chat's a little wonky, so if I don't catch your chat, see, I am sorry. The layout is completely different now. And then my good old rumblers. I'm going to put the chat. I moved everything. All right. So I'm going to show you this, right? The build here is you're just doing Reavers, right? So ignore all of this. This is a sell tab. C came in and he dropped off some like sick loot that for him it's kind of like throwaway loot, but it helps me greatly and it completely changed the game. Now, his playstyle and my playstyle are a little bit different, but as I'm going to do the build video most likely tomorrow, you just need a few things to make the build. Everybody is running, right? The meta. Everybody is going to be running the Flame Wall with Raging Skull. That is the meta. Everybody's going to run it. You do not need to do that, okay? You don't have to do that at all. So, I'm still running it right now because I do not have the things I need to perfect the build. So, this is still in there to help. What our bread and butter is here, your Pain Offering and the Reavers. Now, I have 7 Reavers and we have 2 Clerics. I'm still playing around. I just put in Vulnerability. I want to see how it works. But the build is so powerful, I honestly don't need these 2. I could take them off and do something else. So there's still experimentation. But right now, the way your gems are, you need the, let me see what this is. You need the Omen Scepter, right? And the key here is you need Spirit. Everything needs to be Spirit. You must have Spirit no matter what. I sees his Witch Legion build, he must have, I don't know, I think there's 10 skeletons on screen in total. There might be more. The problem you're going to have is, one, things are going to die so fast because there's just so much on screen. And then the other part of this is the hallways screw you because your minions get stuck in the hallway. Okay, so just stick with me here. The reason you need this is because it gives you a permanent aura. That aura causes weakness. It is on all the time, right? You get critical weakness right here. It is the go-to. And then you get a level 2, I think Cannibalism is level 2 or level 3 gem. You have to have this. Moving down. If you want to use the Hound, Use it. It helps make you a little bit tanky. You are not strong. Your minions are strong. Reavers, you want to use heft, you want heavy swing, and you want brutality. Your guys are going to hit like a truck. Pain Offering is essential because of the buff it's going to give your Reavers. So if you don't know, Reavers can go into a rage. You click the key, they go sporadic, and they tear things down. They're going to burst everything down. We are not in endgame like tier 10, right? This build will put you in that zone when you hit this, right? You will tear through your higher tiers very easily. I watched C do it. He is a monster. This is kind of whatever you want. I just put stuff in here to make the area bigger and try to give it more HP. Flame, but we already know the flame thing is whatever. Your clerics are big. I just try to get them as much life and longevity as possible. I don't know if the cast speed does anything, to be honest with you. And I got this because it gives me more power. It gives my minions all +1, which is really good. Now, later, really, once you hit your cleric and your Reaver build and Pain Offering, that's all you need. If you want to use your Flame Wall and Raging, you can. But honestly, you don't need it. This is all you need. Reavers, Pain Offering, and Skeletons. You do not need to click anything. Now, here is where I feel very good at. I think you also have to have Grim Feast on. It's just the best one right now. Detonate Dead is a slept on ability. What happens is the enemies are all attacking your Reavers. They fall. You slap Detonate Dead. And when you use, I believe it's called Spell Echo. Where's it at? You'll get 2 blasts. Now, I am running something on my build right here. I don't even know if it shows. Let's go to big screen. Show you, get a better look. Right. You can look at my gear is what I'm trying to show you guys. So right here on my gear, let me get this off. How far behind is that? All right, there we go. So right here on my right, I have this item. Now, this item, there's more than just this item that has it. There's a gem that has this, but really for me, the Detonate Dead combo, this is what I'm talking about, is it's 25 chance to not destroy a corpse when consumed. I have this amplified. I still have Unearth. I just like Unearth. I like seeing all these little bone dudes run around. Unearth also has a 25%. I have a 50% chance not to consume, right, a corpse then. Now, in that again, I believe I might have got rid of it. I had a ring. I had another item. I think I swapped it out because I got some other stuff. But I had another item that did the same thing. Now, for all of your gear, the most essential part for the Legion build, 1, Omen Scepter, you want it. And everything you have on here needs to be Spirit. Everything you have to have Spirit. Now, we're going to go over the other thing. This is where the marketplace comes in, and we had a very long discussion. He showed me a lot of stuff. The marketplace is where you should be going to get your stuff. 1, you should be looking for normal items. If you can get the Spirit items in there, it's fine, but you want to do normal because you want to re-roll in there. They're kind of cheap. It just depends, right? You want everything Spirit. This scepter, 160, right? We have intelligence. We have +2. Our headpiece gives us extra stuff for minions. Intelligent. Our robe has extra Spirit, almost 200. Everything we have is giving more Spirit. It is essential. Until we get the update that lets you swap Ascensions, I'm going to be running Witch like this until I can do a Blood Knight Witch, which is going to be sick. Like this. Oh, this person's actually, I don't know if that's them or not. This might be them. But I'm still playing around with Blood Knight. I've done a lot. Hello, Jay. So I'm just giving you guys the insight. Currently, that's the build. Now I want to go over to the skill tree. The skill tree is not optimized, but it is mostly the same. looking at C's build, there's some things that I think me and him are going to be playing around with and definitely talking about, and that's why you guys are here. We're going to talk about a lot of things before we just get into it. So obviously, I'm still working through this. I need to get to here. What's going to give me? More spirit, which means you tack on HP. As we run, how's it going, boss? It's going good. We're just going to describe how all this works. So when you guys are running this witch build, this legion build, right? I think you still want to get the Hellhound because it's kind of like your tanky front line, even though your minions are insane. All right, you're going to run through your tree like this. You want Living Death, but you want Living Death not so much for the HP, it's going to be good, but you want it for faster revive. If you don't know what to get on this tree, go into the right-hand side and type in minion. And that's what you need to go get, right? So you see the tree stops here. I work over here. I get some shield because you are pretty, you are a glass cannon in the sense, right? So we come up here. Fear of Death, you want to knock out this for the most part. You want to hit this. Okay. This gives you HP, recovery. It gives you everything. Tons more damage, right? I could probably get, accuracy ratings. It's whatever. I'm not too much worried about the HP. I want these big nodes. Big nodes are what you always want. I chose to go here because I needed a shield because I was too weak. What we are going to be playing around with later on, probably when the next update hits, is this exploit elements. It's just in my face all the time, and something about it is telling me this is a big deal. There's probably a way to get the minions to do elemental, and that's where you have to really read, because what defines a hit? We're here for it. All right, see? All right, man. Yeah, so right here, right? Me and C were talking, and I brought this to his attention, and we kind of, he's mathing it out in his head. Something here is really shining out to me because it's about hit, elemental damage, and if they are inflicted with some kind of ailment, whether it's shock, ignite, poison, whatever it is, I just think this is going to amplify it. It's just the clarification of the word hit, and that's what we have to look at. Hit damage, any damage that isn't damage over time is hit damage. So that means you have to find a way to make the minions hit the target and inflict something, right? So still feeling that out. I haven't played with it, but I think in the next update, we're going to get some things, especially when we get new weapons and other stuff. I think it'll be huge. On the right, you want to fill this out. You want to get the flesh, elemental resistance, all those things. Everything else is just damage and recovery. You want to fill this out. Work your way towards the top. And this is why I think this is the meta legion build. Is because you follow the skill tree. My gem is different. It gives me strength, gives me elemental damage, right? I just threw this in there and I just upgraded some stuff and I hit corrupt and I was like, screw it. I don't care. You want this. This is going to give you shield and resistance. You want to fill this out. I don't think you need the attribute. I just think you want to hit these two to get survivability. You want to fill this out. 3 damage taken recoups as life, mana, and energy and shield. You want that because you need to survive. But bosses, everything's going to fall quite quickly. You want to fill out this top tree. Minions have 12 reduced reservation. You're like, what the heck is reservation? Right? We're not Indians here. Bro, alt button. There we go. Reservation effects prevent a portion of given resources, usually spirit. So the way that I'm reading this is it's decreasing the spirit that you need to pay. So this is big, right? Right now, I think I just hit level 60. I was trying to show, but I can't. Now, Right Hand of Darkness applies withered, right? On hit. And you see where I'm going? I feel like this, because it says on hit, will do that other ability. I don't know. I haven't tested it yet. I'm not going to allocate points. The update will be coming. where you can kind of experiment and see what you want to get. Once you have this filled out and you choose really what you want to do here, because right now, I'm pretty solid. If you want more survivability, go get Dependable Ward, okay? It's huge. It's probably a good idea over here to get Grip of Evil, which gives you 40% crit damage, which is huge, right? And then chaos damage and those things. But really, I think this crit damage really sings out there because your Reavers, you're going to be hitting fast. Everything here is speed. You're going to melt things. Slowly, we work our way down to the last part of the tree, and you want to come over here. Now, you have Silent Guardian, and you have Holy Protection, which gives you more life. I think the Revive is really good right now. I don't think, me personally, I don't think I'm going to hit this, but I will go for this, which is minions deal 25 increased damage. And you see everything we're hitting, we're just damage. Damage, damage, damage. Our abilities, right, enhance the minions. This is the Legion build. You are the commander of your undead army, and it's awesome. It's great. I don't think you need a lot to make this work, right? You just need to make sure your items have a lot of spirit, is what it is. Yes, you want intelligence. Yeah, I mean, the roles are going to be whatever. I don't like putting out a build for you guys right now where it's like, you need this item to make sure this worked. And it's like an exotic. Because you're most likely you're not going to get it, or you're going to go to the shop and it's going to be crazy overpriced, right? We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. I want to give you guys something that you can achieve and do well with. Unless you made an amazing person like C and he just hooks you up because he's got that kind of time. But that's what I'm thinking. Zealot's Oath seems to be okay for survivability. Excess life recovery. I think you need this for the blood build. Right? Because if you don't know, the Ascension for blood is, it's all about HP. So we'll see. We'll see where it goes. But yeah, that's where I think we're going. Excuse me. So I'm going to finish out this because I'm just getting area of effect. I mean, that's okay. I don't necessarily need that. I might take the shield. I don't really care about damage reduction because I feel like they go up pretty fast. You could give them evasion rating, which is Dead Can Dance, which is pretty cool. Here's another crit. The Necrotic Touch gives you crit. So those two crits, that's 40%, or sorry, 40. You have 80% crit. I mean, Grip of Evil, Necrotic Touch, it's a lot here. But your gems, I'm telling you, I think it's going to be very viable to go in and just roll on the gems, right? If you got them, do it. The currency right now for the marketplace is not, it's not the best. It ain't the worst, but it ain't the best. All right. I will probably trim that down for YouTube for the build guide in some shape or form. But yeah, I could probably allocate some other points, few places, but honestly, I'm feeling good where everything is. I think everything is good. You can go in and change out your, what's it called? Your, I'm just turning up this music because I had a, if you guys saw the last video, you couldn't hear the guy in my chat. And we were sitting here just, just talking away. Talking about One Piece and anime and everything. But yeah, that's what I am thinking. So this build it feels really good. I think Detonate Dead is slept on. The problem you will have with Detonate Dead is the bosses. That's the problem. I do want to get a warrior build out because no one's really talking about the warrior. You have to run warrior a certain way to clear, and then when you hit a boss, you have to swap out some gems. Currently, I think that is the build. I think that is the best way to do it. in my opinion, that's what we got going on. I have to go back and do this too, but that's what we got. Also, poison seems to like really hurt right now. I think for everybody playing, poison is it's intense. So let's go in. Let me show you what it has. This build is thanks to C. He helped me mash this together. We had a deep talk. The man has basically maxed out his character on one thing. He's still doing more. But yeah, it's good. It's very, very good. And I think everyone just got trapped into the meta of the flaming skull things. I mean, it's cool, right? But look, I got 7 and 2. You know what I mean? Like, my guys ain't gonna... Let me like, watch. We have literally turned this game into a walking simulator. Okay? That's all we're doing, guys. Path of Exile has become a walking sim. So I can hit corpse explosion. Right, one body gave me 2 explosions because of echo. I mean, I don't see anything. The last thing I need to do is put a filter on this because everything's dying so quickly. And that, like I said, that's full props to see. You know? And I think that's good that we have a community right now that can just do it. But yeah, I mean, I'll still use Flame Skull, but it just doesn't matter. Oh, I need to swap this. Yeah, I am playing around with this because I'm using vulnerability because if I can make everything vulnerable, it doesn't matter. If you guys don't know, curse applies, right? Whatever direction. Hits against cursed enemies, ignore armor. And that's the only thing. You could do the poison build, but for me, you throw that on there, your minions, your Reavers are doing all the work. Watch. I mean, it's just melting. I haven't even hit the rage button. I haven't put down pain offering. I haven't done any of that. This guy, right? There you go. It's that easy. And anybody can make this build. It is not hard. It is you will find the Omen Scepter constantly. You will find it. There's some other pieces you can get, but I mean, it doesn't matter. You're just gonna smoke it all down, and you're just gonna keep, as you level up, you're gonna keep getting more minions. That's why I call this the Legion build. It can't be beat right now. This is, for most people, this is gonna be the best build that most of you can get. I don't need, honestly, unless a really good, stronger item, we're just gonna clear. I don't even need any items because I got the hookup. And maybe you'll meet a good random person on the internet who you gel with very well. I'm so used to hitting the center mouse wheel. That's why you have a little zoom for curses. And I need to get some more gems, but yeah, explore beyond the jungle ruins. So this is just a walking sim, guys. The only thing you gotta do is just tuck and roll sometimes. Like, I haven't even put out, if I do this and I put out my minions, I got 6. I didn't talk about Unearth. I don't think you need it. So I have Unearth, right? We have it. Corpse consumption, right? They don't consume corpses. I have a 50% chance they won't. Support attacks always maim on hit. And then I have this too to give them more damage, less cast time. But you don't even need that. So really your last 2, 3, I mean, if you want to run a curse, you can. You don't even need it. But nothing here is going to stop your Legion. Your dudes, right? You find yourself in a tight spot, just pop your stuff, and it just full clears. I have no mana issues currently, right? I know at higher tier, you will have an issue. It's not mana. What you're going to have a hard time with at like tier 10 to tier 15 most likely is.
Big one incoming.
Like watch, I'm going to show you.
Let's dodge that.
Right, and then I just blast this guy. And he was stunned. We haven't even put brutes into our army yet.
Aggressive beast. This jungle produces fine servants.
Like I said before, this build anyone running witch can get. Anybody can do it, and it is highly, highly effective. Let's get our 2 points in. I mean, it's a 10% chance. Meh. This might be good to go get the crit, or we kind of just run over here, increase. We'll go for critical hit bonus. Like I said, we're guys at this point. I'm just playing. I'm just building on a whim. I don't know if I want to do that. %40 increase, and this is all crit. Damage crit, damage crit. This is 25% damage. We'll just go pure damage. Unlimited summoning totems. Yeah. And I do want to run this other game for you guys. Life of Pi, I believe. I don't know if a lot of people are playing it. I'm very interested in playing it. I've completed every Souls game there is, and I have it, and I just haven't done anything with it. Like, look, dude. It's bonkers. It's literally crazy. I will say, I'm going to put a clip up of me and my friend I was playing with yesterday, Cal. We did Act 1 boss together. He's monk and I was running witch. And we bursted him so fast. And this is just on the next act, right? So you go through Act 1 through 3 and then they do it again. We did the act. That act, and we went to him. We did it so quick together. The game, like it basically didn't know what to do. Like the animations were frozen. He didn't get to the poem at all. I think we beat it in under a minute easily. So if you find some friends, you find some people that are in your act, you know, there is you use that public chat. Go find those people. Playing games with friends or strangers. If you play Souls, guys, we play with complete strangers all the time. See, right there's your problem. It's like now I'm stuck. I can't move. So I'm just gonna detonate on top. But yeah, there are no problems here. But we'll probably do I'm probably going to stream for a shorter time today. That's just because, I don't know, man. Something about winter has made me pooped. I had a good back day at the gym. I don't know if you guys, if you got one body, man, go take care of it. Go walk, get active, you got to do something, man. Go do something. You got 24 hours in a day, but regardless of your age, you will get older. And you're going to feel it. So, take care of it. Like, and putting some more stuff in your army, I mean, you could allocate different stuff. You can put archers in it. I mean, you could, it's whatever you want. Right? This is your legion. This is your army. But at least your reavers and your cleric are what you need. The arson, I mean, it was okay, but I kept dying, and that's just because of the they're your backline. So you have to be the tank. That's a no-no. Necromancers don't do that. Necromancers literally make friends. Okay? They make friends. I mean, it doesn't. I do know I need to get a better belt. Okay. Yeah, right here. I mean, I'll probably knock out detonate dead. Vulnerability probably needs it. But yeah, that's gonna be our video, guys. I think Witch is the most played class. Witch and mercenary. And I'll tell you why Witch is so good. It's very easy. Witch is so good, except for zombies. Zombies suck. We need to find a way to make zombies viable. I think they're fun, but they're just, you don't need anything to summon zombies. That's the thing, and they don't last that long. They last okay, but explore beyond the channel. We're still looking. Maybe it's in the top left over there. Yeah, zombies aren't too good, but anyone who's playing this, Path of Exile knocked out of the park because they're the only people, right, that gave you a good... They're the only people that gave you a really good minion build. They did it the best. No one else. That's why it's the most played. Diablo didn't do it. Last Epoch did it. And the way they did it, which is a very simple fix, it doesn't cost you anything. They're just on a timer. And I mean, it works. Who's that? Todd Howard? Is that what his name is? The guy who did Fallout, who was like 16 times the detail. See, and I can even send my little minions up to make more stuff, but that's just what I want. I do think Detonate Dead is almost mandatory because your front line's going to hold everybody in, and you can just hold this, and it's just going to... Guys, come on. Come on. Like your minions will hold them there, and you just spam Detonate Dead, and when you read Detonate Dead, it does a lot of damage. It's doing whatever damage it has plus the HP of the thing you're fighting. And as we go up in levels, Detonate Dead is just doing more because of HP. So I think it's a win-win. I think it's really slept on. And then you get Echo. Like you get Echo, and it just keeps going. Right here is like where we find our problem is you have so many minions. Even now, we have a 7, 8, 9, and then my little dudes. They get stuck in the doorways. But you just sit here, let your dudes kill everything, right? And let it. And with Echo, you get 2 blasts. It's so strong. So I have given you a build with the help of C to give you Path of Exile walking set. Gonna work out. There's a waystone. I've gotten a few waystones. I've gotten a couple. I had to move my windows around. Man, dude, I got this coffee from Dunkin'. I feel like it's bad. It was good like a few weeks ago, and then all of a sudden it just tastes like abnormally strong. I would also like to know if anybody has how they like the Archer. I want to go run when we get spears. I want to run that triple jab Diablo 2 build. Is what I really want to do. Is my sound okay? Hold on a sec. I don't have to worry. Like, I'll hit R, and then it'll be fine. Okay, I think we're good on sound. I need to get some cool background music for you guys, but you'll just have to listen to the slaughtering of minions. Yeah, and I wasn't using the marketplace at all because I feel like it was only for when you get in. But honestly, you can use the marketplace whenever you want. I think you really need to know what the currency is because the value of the currency has shifted as of recent. And everybody's trying to get, I believe exalted orbs are what everybody's trying to get. Let me see right here. Yeah, these. So augment a rare item with a new random modifier is one of them. I know that's a big one. I think that's it. I have to see. There might be divine. I don't remember, guys. But just don't get played. Because there are people out there who are going to steal your stuff. You don't want that. You might meet some cool people. Like, I'm looking at some stuff for other classes that I'm going to run. It just doesn't. It just doesn't, man. Oh, I will take that back. It's my belt. 32. Nah, I need that strength. And pay attention to your spells is probably my biggest tip because you will respec your entire thing and then you'll lose spells because of it because you didn't know like, oh, I needed X, Y, and Z. I have all of these rings, right? I have all these rings. I'm going to be burning them very shortly. I just have I have a big issue like hoarding the rings. So used to hoarding rings for Diablo. Yeah, hopefully you guys are having a good Sunday. We have an old arcade. I don't know what to call it. I guess it's like an adult arcade. It's about 20 minutes away, and my lady's never played like pinball. Right? Like, dude, what are you gonna do about it? Nothing. I'm gonna get zapped. But yeah, that's exalted are not what you should be looking for in this game. You need to look for games specifically for your stats is what you should be looking for. Exalted's cool, but you can't change anything. And I did some other research, just hopefully save you guys some time. The new update. Did I just go in a certain? No way. The new update. It might make shields viable. No way, dude. Anyways, the update might make everything viable for shields. I don't know. I haven't read anything of real substance to confirm that. So don't hold your breath. Do I want to make a shield paladin? Absolutely I do. But it's I don't think we're gonna get it. I don't think we're gonna get a good shield build. I think they're doing a good job trying to modify. And when I say balance, what they're trying to do is they're trying to make everything so you can kind of run everything, which, I mean, in my opinion, you can run almost any build. A lot of people want the game to hand you answers. Dude, all you gotta do is go to the internet and plan. That's it. Read a few forums or whatever and plan your build. But they are listening to the community, which is fantastic. I don't think we're gonna get a Helldivers debacle, right? Even though I do like, I went back when Helldivers did that update, like the next day, I went back and played it. It was good. It's just more Helldivers. You know, I don't know what else to... See how they're stuck right here? They're just stuck in the doorway. I still don't have a hideout. Still, I don't have a hideout. I know I'm missing something. I'm missing something in here. Checkpoint. Where's the boss? No? I don't like the fact I can't remove this. I gotta go back to the other spot and go find the other one. Can I just toss it? I don't really care about it. Yeah, there. I'm just not sweating it, guys. Oh, but it's green. Go back and pick it up. Like, I don't care about it. I do care about it. I do. And again, dude, I'm just addicted to V Rising. If I'm not playing this, I'm playing V. I'm so close, dude. I'm so close. I just fought Belmont yesterday, and I lost every time. I don't know what to do. Belmont is kicking my butt in V Rising, and I just don't know. Like, he's got the axe throw, and he throws the cross, and it goes to you no matter what you do, and maybe I just don't have the power. You know, maybe that's it. I don't know, but... And I have to rebuild my castle, too. I just don't know where to put it. If you guys have any suggestions of where I should put the castle, let me know. I kind of want to do the mutant area. I don't want to be in, like, the paladins or whatever they're called. Where all the high-level dudes are. I don't know if I want to go over there and do that. But they have silver... And then you have the other one, which is like the mist area. I'm kind of like... My castles are like not good. Like I don't decorate them because it's not endgame. I know I'm going to move, but I'm going to move one more time. So I got to be like really careful of where I'm putting my castle. I just don't know. I still haven't done PvP. I'm pretty nervous to do PvP in it. Where are we at? What does this do? Totems. This is all totems. We don't care about no totems. Meh. Yeah, I just got done. I just unlocked gold. Like you can craft gold. And I'm like, I thought that was trash, by the way. The priest who can summon dudes, you have light everywhere. It's like, we'll back up. I think that's the hardest thing is you have to get out of your minions' way. Legion build is so sick. Maybe we should talk about that. Maybe we should figure out, do I finish Elden Ring's the Madness run, right? Do I finish that? See how much poison does though? Regardless, like it doesn't even matter. But I'm using the hand for Madness. I forget what it's called. I have not touched Elden Ring in quite some time. So I'm very rusty. But you have like the hand, and you can just go slap people, inflict Madness. But Madness doesn't do anything to bosses, really. So we pretty much did a strength shield build the whole time. DLC, we ran it too. I did a showcase on how shield busts the game. At least the DLC for sure. Because you get all these really cool... you get all these really cool talismans to just buff your shield in Elden Ring. So it just worked out so well. And then we have Jungle Room. Bro, I have... Is that it? Maybe we just came down... I don't know. But yeah, Madness isn't really... It's not really fun. It's just difficult. So maybe after Madness, I don't know what I want to do. I like the new Rot Spear. But I kind of did a Rot build, like a Strength and Rot, where I had the hammer and just did the Wild Swing. That's how I beat the stupid Ghost Fire Dragon. My God, dude. The Ghost Fire Dragon is what's hard. The rest of that doesn't even matter. The Ghost Fire Dragon is so challenging. And there's 3 of them, and they just ramp up. They get progressively harder, but it was wild. It was a good time though. The whole, like, Elden Ring is a masterclass of gaming. And what a lot of people don't realize is, I'm watching a lot of lore videos, okay, about games, or retrospects, and where the developers of Elden Ring, Bloodborne, where they've come from, every time, this is why they're legendary status to me. Every time they make a game, right, it has only improved. They're like, this works, this don't, change it. This works, this don't, change it. And they just keep like knocking it out of the park all the time. They're an amazing, they're artists, everything. You can't beat it. And I'll tell you how I know. Every person that's played Elden Ring, every single person, when you went and you saw the world, right? The Sentinel was there, the trees in the back. Everyone that seen that moment was like, whoa. Everybody stopped and took a look. I don't know if they're still selling to Sony or if that's up there. They don't do it. They're going to ruin you. They're going to ruin you with that goddamn DEI trash. Elden Ring will literally become like Concord or something. Like it will be that bad. It may not be that bad at first, but it will become that bad because they won't have power of what they want to do. Sony will have the power to do, whatever it is. And I think a lot of people don't realize that right now is the gaming industry is being pushed in a direction. And the only say-so you have, right? The only real say-so you have is your money. So spend it wisely and really know what you're buying, right? That's why I do reviews and guides and first impressions. I mean, third-party developers right now are just smashing it out of the park. I think most people agree. I want to play Stone Shard. Right? And there's a huge learning curve to it. I have it. I haven't played it, not once. But I want to. That's a great game, right? Huge update. Right now, everybody seems to like it. It's doing quite well. There was another one. I'm indifferent. Sometimes I like Pixel, and sometimes I don't. I'm not a Stardew Valley guy. I cannot handle Stardew Valley. It's just... dude, anyone who does Stardew Valley, man, I got to give you complete props because where is this going? The bog. Stardew Valley is like real life management of time, and I don't like that. But I think, again, it's better than Stardew. And people are going to hate me for this.
A bog, overrun by savages.
I'm going to take a sip.
Time to have some fun.
The better Stardew game is Gravekeeper. It's better. It is better. I go play it. You get a talking skeleton head. The jokes are funny. You get zombie workers to help you. There's clearly they're slaves, but they're zombies, so I guess it's okay. Whatever, dude. It's great. The story is great. There's like a little bit of combat. You know, it's how do I describe this to you guys? If morbid can be funny, that is great. That's Gravekeeper. I don't think I'm doing it much justice trying to tell you to go play it, but when you see it on sale, go get it. If they make another one, I will 100% go buy it. It is the only game that's like Stardew or Harvest Moon that I could, stomach. And I wasn't like, I wanted to keep playing it. And few games do that, right? Elden Ring did it to me. Final Fantasy did it to me. There's few games that are like, I gotta play it. Right now, Path of Exile is that game. Right? It's like, man, I just really want to keep going. I want to get a little bit more. But I think the new patch is going to change a lot of things, and we'll see how I feel about that. I still want to get Warrior, at least to the past chapter 1, 2, 3, and then the Chaos stuff. I want to get that too. But you guys know, there's always a game that shines above the rest. People are about Marvel right now. What is the Dr. Disrespect's playing, and he's like, it's fun to play, crappy to watch, right? I think he said. And those games just ain't me, right? I don't know. I don't like Overwatch. I hate anything escort missions. That's tedious, irritating. As I just talked about Gravekeeper, which is all those things. I don't know how to describe it. But yeah, there's not that there. Hell Let Loose is free on Epic. I think today is the 5th of January. And anyone who is going to play that game, if you haven't, just go get it. It's free. Epic. I don't know how they're making money. I just don't know. Maybe Fortnite is just powering the machine right now solely. I don't know. But Hell Let Loose, you have to communicate to your party. So if you're an introvert or somebody who doesn't like to talk, it's not Call of Duty, man. You have a job and objective that you have to accomplish with the opposing team, and it is challenging. Kind of like GTFO. I don't know if you guys have seen GTFO. It's like a horror. What would I call that? GTFO is like what the shit, dude? Look at this guy go. Look at him go. GTFO is like a horror survival first-person shooter, and it's hardcore. It is the definition of a hardcore game. And if you do not have communication, you will not beat it. You will not complete a run, period. It is so hard. There's like, you have to do computers a certain way and figure out the code, and you have to like, there's limited resources. Like there's only so much ammo. There's only so much health pack in a run. There's only so much. So you can't just go through. So taking your time and killing the monsters is challenging. Each monster has like its own little different thing that you don't know what it is. It's just going to kill you because you can't fight everything. It is hard. It is extremely hard. I liked it for a very short time, and then I just couldn't find a group of people to do it right. Like, I'm learning, and everyone who was playing, they were like advanced, and I'm like, dude, I'm just that was my problem. So I don't know how they're gonna fix that. I would like to go back to it. I would like to go back and play GTFO. GTFO, if you watch this or hear this, man, do like a easy bot run that forces you in a position to do the job for like a tutorial. Like, you get tutorial missions that you can choose to do. If you don't want to do them, you have to do them. But dude, I'm telling you, Detonate Dead's so fire, dude. But yeah, that's how I feel about Hell Let Loose, GTFO. It's good stuff. And I still like Dead by Daylight. Just right now, man, I'm just getting so many cheaters, guys. I like making the guides. I think they're fun. I think they're interesting. They're actually not too hard to make. They are time consuming. But I'm just getting so many cheaters in the game. Just like when I was playing Call of Duty, you know, I don't know, 5 years ago or something. I quit playing because there's just too many cheaters. There's too many people in the game. And I just don't get it, man. If you're in a game that's ruining the experience for other people because you have to cheat, you should be permabanned. Like, you should lose everything. I mean, they have to prove it, obviously, but I mean, if they can figure it out or find it or whatever, I just think you should be permanently banned. Like, you cannot play you bought the game, guess what? Terms of service, you screwed up. Dude, where is this boss at? God, dude, he really did help me out with this build. Like, everything that's happening right now, it's fantastic. Yeah, the Malice is insane. I was trying, it wouldn't let me socket. I was very interested because the socket, you cannot expand the range, which I found very interesting. I need to leave some bodies because of what we're about to do. We're about to do this boss real quick. And even see, I mean, like I said, he gave me a lot of stuff to just help me get this build truly rolling. And he was like, dude, you're going to be tier 10. I'm going to have this equipment. I'm going to have till tier 10. FSB, fine. Slayer. Is it? The Bog Witch. Where the shit? It's the girl who rides like the motorcycle, right? Like, she's Mad Max in it. And if you guys want some older games that have very good deals, that'll you know, that's worth your money. If you want that nostalgia itch, look at GOG Games. They have Might and Magic and other stuff on sale. I don't know if it's still on sale, but it was. But there is a very old game that I want to play. I don't know if I'm going to stream it, man. I remember playing as a young boy. I wasn't even a teenager. I was just I was a snot-nosed D-bag as a child. And it's called Stonekeeper. And I want to play it, and I want to do a retrospect on it because I've been watching so many retrospects. I just want to try to do it. I want to do it justice. It's a hard game. Hard game. You got to take real notes. There's no markers. You just got to figure it out, but I don't know. We'll see. I wish they had Lost Odyssey. And if you guys don't know what only Xbox players are gonna get it. Lost Odyssey is Toriyama and like all those guys who made Chrono Trigger got together and made a company called Mistwalker, and they made Lost Odyssey, and I'm telling you, man, Lost Odyssey is a gem. It does. I don't care how old you are, whatever it is. I think the older you are, you will appreciate Mistwalker, or not Mistwalker. The older you are, you will appreciate Lost Odyssey more because of its I guess not life lessons, but the view on life and time. Is it a perfect game? No. Is it memorable? Hell yeah. It is. It's glorious, man. From start to finish, it'll make you cry. And you can judge me all you want, like this dude got teary-eyed. Guys, I highly doubt anybody here who watches this in the future, in the past, you're gonna McFly it, whatever. If you play Lost Odyssey, you will at one point, you will cry. I don't believe you can. You'll get teary-eyed. Same thing with Free Ren. Free Ren will hit you in the field. That's anime. Highly recommend. It is not just the hype. It is that good. But I think gamers like us, people, you play a game and people don't look at gaming as like an art or a classic, or like, people look at music, oh, this is classical, this is whatever, right? And I think just now we're hitting this point in gaming where people look at games and they have such a deeper meaning. Final Fantasy, right? 7, 10, 6, there's a lot of memories. I mean, 6, the dude body slams a train? I mean, that's not like, that's memorable, but it's not like a poetic kind of thing or a deeper meaning. It's just like, dude, the guy body slammed a train. But games have a lot of meaning to a lot of people. Damn, we did all that and she was here. Okay, let's make it happen. Just gonna get fired up. Let's go. I don't know if they're gonna be able to catch her, for one. This is the only reason why I want Flame Circle right now, but I will take this out. Like, look, dude, she's melted. And then she's stunned. Dude, I'm telling you.
You crossed the line. It was deserved. I draw the line at children, unless provoked, of course.
Like, I'll tell you from experience as a young boy, when I was learning to read, right, I was playing Final Fantasy 7 at the time. I was playing something else, but I remember playing 7, and I was having trouble reading. I learned how to read because of video games, because of Final Fantasy 7. Because it was it was all text. And I think they hit Cloud's voice and Tifa and Air. Right now everybody sounds, I guess, how I think they should sound. Dude, I don't even know what I'm supposed to do with this. This is level 28, man. 18, 33, 32, 33. We'll take 33.
Witches like her give the sisterhood a bad name. Keep your eyes shut.
But games just hold a special place in gamers' hearts. Everybody's got that one. If it's Chrono Trigger, if it's Final Fantasy 8, Dragon Quest. I don't like Dragon Quest. I just can't get past the art, guys. The art of Dragon Quest bothers me. Sell it. Receive 40 more spirit. Okay, God. Here's Blink. So I know you want to get Blink. Replace your dodge roll to tunnel through space. I don't know. I actually don't know if this is worth it now. Critically hit. That sounds sick. Skills use your undead revive minions in place of corpses. This is the only way to make zombies. So I didn't even know this was a thing. This is the only way to make zombies work. Skills can use your undead reviving minions in place of... It's the only way. I want to experiment with this. When we get the arena, I will do an experiment to see if this works. But I'm positive that this is the only way. No blink on this build. I know we're not on this build, but what about later? What if... Dude, see, what if we do... God dang, you get the other build, right? You get the other one, and you do the blood one. You do the blood knight, and then you're like, I got blink. I mean, you probably have blink, but what else we got? 8-second duration between elemental. Nope, don't care. No channeling spells. Damage has extra lightning. I'll save it. I'm gonna save it for now, okay? Because of you. Because you're special to me. You put no... Yo, you put no blink. I feel like I just went cross-eyed. I'm looking at chat, and, like, it shows no blink, but I have, like, rumble down here and off to the side, and I feel like my eyes did, like, a cross-eyed thing. Beef up. I mean, Reaver's got to go up to 14. They're doing all the damage. But yeah, guys, games just hold a special place in people's hearts. And you go talk to a gamer like, hey man, what game is memorable for you, right? And a girl who's going on a date, look, ain't no girls watching this, but if a girl does watch this, you go on a date, go ask that dude, hey, what's one of your favorite memories in a game? That dude's not gonna shut up. That dude's just gonna talk forever. Kind of like me. I can sell that. Oh, this gotta go too. Man, I gotta fix my stash tab, dude. It's terrible. It's all over the place. Yeah, but you know, it's just the gaming world is not what it used to be, and that's not a bad thing. But gaming used to be nothing, you know? Like, dude, we had Pac-Man and Pong, you know? They even redid Tetris at some point. And I don't like Tetris. But there is some killer music in that one. I didn't play the new one, but they redid it. But they're charging like $40. You're telling me you're going to charge me $40 for god dang Tetris? Shut your face. You need skill gem quality upgrades on Reaver gem. That's what I just did. When you see them, drop spend on... Yep. Reavers are carrying us all day, every day. Gotta do the waterway. I gotta go back here. Did we not find the... No way. We did not find the waypoint. Hey man, games are just wild. So is that... Are these the infested barons? Okay, it is. So, C's in the chat. I talked to him earlier today. And I made a bold statement, so he says. I declare on this day and every other day that Legend of Dragoon is better than Final Fantasy VII. And I can back it up. Now, I'm not talking about the rebirth, the new stuff. I'm not talking about that. Oh, the quality. 20% bump. Gotcha. I gotta find this stupid... The waterway and the other thing. So here's my pitch, right? Legend Dragoon is a better game than Final Fantasy. He says blasphemy. Because in the original, Cloud, he's actually not that good of a character. Yeah, he has trauma. He's the main character. I get it. He just doesn't have a lot. He's actually, if you read his text, he's an ass. He's different now in the, you know, the remake. He's got more. He's got a little something to him. Right? Obviously Tifa's model is phenomenal, you know. But Legend Dragoon, you have Dart, and Dart, man, Dart's got, you got like some bro love. He's a great character. He's with Shayna. They like the end of disc 2, you know, they kiss. Like they're like teenagers. I think the story's really good. Sephiroth, I can't beat One Winged Angel, okay? I cannot beat Final Fantasy's music. It is great. But Legend Dragoon's music is still good too. Don't get me wrong, dude. Your menu has its own music, and that music slaps. Also really like the story, but really, I think what really gels with me about Legend Dragoon is it's really like an anime game. Before anime was like the hype, and I can't describe it to you guys. You gotta play it. You just gotta take, you know, 30 hours out of your day and play an RPG. What makes you keep playing Legend Dragoon is the battle system. It's addictive. It's an active battle system. It's like a little puzzle. Everybody's got their own thing. It's great. Does it have problems? Yes. Every game's got problems. Right? Some of the story beats just don't line up. Final Fantasy VII story beats don't line up. But it just has so much going for it, and maybe it's my nostalgia for it. Maybe it's, you know, like it's just another game that helped me learn how to read, and like it made me want to draw and all this other stuff. Maybe that's what it is. But truly, I think that it is better. But both games are great. But for me, it just holds that special something. And Final Fantasy VII does too. Don't get me wrong. Like when Aerith died, and like we lost the main character, but Legend Dragoon also does it. Not gonna spoil anything. If you go find it, go play it. You have to buy it on PlayStation Store, which really sucks unless you go find a PS1. I think a PS1, maybe a PS2. There is some people working on like an updated HD version, which when that's out and I can get it, I will play it 100%. Legend Dragoon is that one game. I don't play many games often over again. I'm a very one and done kind of guy. I've never even played Nier Automata, okay? Which I know is like a sin to all gaming. But it just, I don't know. It's good. Is it that good? I don't know. But, man, dude, I'm telling you. Something about Legend Dragoon. And I will, if I can get it, I'll do a deep dive retrospect, a playthrough of it. I just love it, man. The characters, the color schemes, the abilities, it's the battle system. And if you do get to play, again, games that have like a unique battle system, games that have a very unique battle system would probably be Lost Odyssey has like an active battle system. Legend Dragoon probably has the better one, and then is it called Shadow Dark? Is it called Covenant? Dark man, what is it? I think it's called Covenant. It has like a little ring on the side of the screen. You have to hit the button inside the circle, and you can get bonuses. really ridiculous. The story, like, there's 2 different ones. Covenant of Shadows. Man, I know I messed up the name. I literally watched a video on it not too long ago. But it slaps. I think we're just in an age of gaming that is maybe too serious. And maybe the message is being pushed. And people don't like that. You know? Like, you gotta know your audience, my man. And most people, like, you're asking these corporate D-bags to invest money in something they know nothing about. I think it'd be different if you had, like, I'll give you a prime example. Henry Cavill. I get some water, man. My throat is killing me. There we go. Henry Cavill was a great Witcher, right? He knew the source material, and he loves the world. He loved all of it, right? So that should be the dude. Somebody came in, they don't know anything about it, and they want to do their own thing, and they ruined it. So now Henry Cavill is hopefully going to do Warhammer. I know it's in production. There's, there's some drama in there too. Hope it doesn't get ruined. But the man knows the material, and you can't argue with someone, like, if you're a director or whatever you are, right? You can't argue that. You cannot argue. Oh, I got some good stuff. When that person knows the source material, and the director is like, I want to do something different. But the people watching want the source material, not something different. They don't care about Rey having a dagger who looks at a ship and is like, oh, that's it. You're telling me over centuries? Like dude, the whole thing, Star Wars was ruined. But that's an example, right? Nobody wanted that. Dude, people just want some lightsabers, some blasts, some kick-ass powers. Like when Kylo Ren stopped the blaster, I was in the theaters and everyone was like, yeah, dude, we're simple people. You like Star Wars? We're simple people. You like Lord of the Rings? I just want some cool magic. I want the Dark Lord. I don't want Amazon's version of Lord of the Rings. Because it's terrible. Because somebody was like, I want to do my own thing. You don't get to take an established universe and put your spin on it. You should be paying homage and enhancing it, not doing your own thing with it. Anyways, that's what I'm talking about. I probably forget what I was talking about. This has days. This is sweet. Support skill consume random element. Okay. Detonate Dead gives me fire exposure. This is interesting. Searing Flame. Support skills deal 25. Oh, dude. I need to change out the fan in my computer and I can hear it start to grind. It's really bad. Support skills deal 25 less damage with hits. 25 or 75% more magnitude of ignite. Magnitude of a buff, debuff, or the value of the state applied. Target a buff or debuff with higher rate. It's more powerful. So the more magnitude, the more effective it is. Though, like I said, a lot of the wording in this is something. We have Immortal. Support skills cannot ignite, but gain 30% of damage as extra fire damage against ignite enemies. Man, the Inferno army, if you made like a fire legion, would be pretty tight too. Font of Rage. Font of Rage with 3 meters. Font of Rage from support skill grants 2 rage generation per second. Oh, that's cool. My dude, the Reavers get rage? You have to run rage on the warrior build. It's the only way to keep up. Effective offering, support kills, sacrifice life on you. Okay. Buff effect. So this is another buff on top of the buff. Target an additional skeleton. Oh. I don't like that. It's like it's getting 2. Spread to enemies within. Yeah, buddy. That's what I want. I might do that one. Cursed ground. Enemies on cursed ground. What? This is better because it spreads. Give me that. Give me that. Oh, I have to ask her about... Didn't I just talk to her? I just talked to you.
Death, some there's no way to know. These water that really allowed. Bye.
Oh, I have to go warp. My bad. Yeah, there's just a lot of different stuff in the world with things being pushed and people not taking it. And I think the media, right, wants you to think you're in the wrong. The media wants you to think you're alone. You're not, dude. I will tell you the machine that is working against you, you are not alone. Right? There are more of us than there are of them. And I will tell you, just look at the votes, man. Right? Now, that doesn't mean it's going to get better or worse, but people are like, this is more important than this. But on a deeper I don't even know if I can talk about this on YouTube, to be honest with you, but I'm debating if I will swap off YouTube and just go on Rumble just to talk about this. Maybe, I don't know, but if you look under the rule that has been going on, right? Certain things have been pushed. Those things are going to change. You get X amount of time. To change the culture of a country, this is random stuff I know. It takes 3 to 4 generations to change a culture of a country. All right? Now, if you think about, look at our time frame and look at, we're talking World War II time frame. So look at people in World War II, the culture of people, family, how you raise your kids, the physical status of people, all these things, the way we think, the way we act, what we care about more, time, money, family, those, what you have a limited amount of time. And now we look at right now and you see how kids are different, right? People are acting different. People don't have that common sense. We are dumber than we are dumber now as a collective, as a group. We are dumber now than we have ever been. Right? Yes, there are smart people. I don't think Elon's real. I think Elon's an alien because I just don't know how the dude does what he does. Right? I went to public school, but something about the culture change hit this point, and now we're in a pendulum swing. And if we don't swing back, right, it's still going. If we don't find a way as U.S., as Americans, as us people, right? If anyone else watching from another country, you got to worry about your stuff. We have our stuff. If we don't come back and have our core values down, that pendulum will not swing back. And I don't know what will happen. I won't be around for that. Most people here won't be. The culture shift that will happen, that will really affect the United States and I guess us, it will be affecting your grandkids is where you're going to see it. But you'll start seeing inklings now about everything. I'm going to keep these boots for later for another class because I have increased rarity. We will keep that. And me and C here, we talked about, you know, homeschooling. And I think if you can find a way to figure out a way to homeschool to put your values into your kids, that's important. Like, that's huge. Do not think the government, public school, knows how to raise your kids. I promise you they don't. They do not care. There is an old saying, and some of you might get this, some of you may not. If you give your kids to Caesar, you will get Romans. I'm going to say that again. If you give your kids to Caesar, they will become, or you will get, Romans, which means you don't get your kids because you gave them to Caesar, and he's going to make Romans out of those kids because he needs them to be Romans, right? The Barrens. Am I not in the Barrens? Dude, where am I? We are in the Barrens. We need to get to the Wasteland. We need to get to this. So I'm not trying to get all like philosophical and stuff on you guys, right? I'm not really trying to do that. Why can't I lower? Why can't I not lower this? Oh, I know why I can't. Duh. I have to go to the waterways because I'm a dummy. Waterways lowers this. Gotcha. 61. What? 59? What? But yeah. So if you guys watch this, man, I'm just saying. There are things in the background that you do not see, you do not comprehend, you do not think about, and it influences you all the time, right? You just don't think about it. There we go. And see if I'm bothering you about what we talked about earlier slightly. Just tell me shut up. And I shall.
I suppose it's all right.
Yeah, guys. That's all I'm saying. And the culture shift, it will the way it will show, right? Think about it. Look at what's being put out. Look at games. Look all this stuff that you enjoy, and you're sitting there like, man, I remember when this wasn't like this. I remember when this wasn't this way. If you are saying that, you have been affected by it. And it doesn't happen. It happens when you don't notice it, right? It happens over time. It takes years and years and years to make it happen. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be everything. It could be your movies. It could be your TV shows. It could be anything, right? It's all about slowly changing your perspective from one thing to another thing. And it's most of the time it's not good. So right now we are trying to get back to a certain view. And there are things pulling us in a different direction, which is not good. And that's my opinion. If you think otherwise, leave a comment. Whatever you got. And we can always talk about it, right? That's what, like on here, I don't know how much I'll do on YouTube, but when we're on Rumble, guys, I mean, we talk deep philosophical. We have good times. We have bad times. We talk about things where people don't want to talk about. And there are topics that people don't want to talk about. And really, you should. And it can be anything. But that's how we get perspective. That's how we as people, how we get better, how we see things. And it's very bad to go into a conversation. It's hard, okay? I know this is going to be hard for a lot of folks. To go into a conversation and think you're just right off the cusp. Now, yes, 2 + 2 is 4. Okay, I get it. But there are topics. I gotta beat these bosses. I'm gonna go get the waypoint here, though. Oh, this is the chaos. But there are topics that, you know, we should talk about. You should talk about family. You should talk about church, politics, your credit score, you know, things. And that's how we get information across to each other. It's very important that we talk as people.
Of chaos.
And it will always be important. But you need, I think I have an open mind. And me personally, I like to talk about something that I don't know about, or maybe I have a little bit of knowledge on. I want to expand on it. But I will be that guy who's like, hey man, I don't know a whole lot about this topic, but I want to ask these questions. I want to know what, you know, what's your opinion on this? What's this? Why do you think that way? And if you don't know the answer, or you don't know, then say you don't know. People saying, this is how people get hurt in the long run. It doesn't matter work, your kids, your anybody. If you say stuff you don't know, and you leverage it as fact against people, right? You're hurting those people.
Someone ought to cut
Let me re-say that. I'm gonna simplify this. If you don't know something, then say you don't know. Because giving someone false information or trying to... Dude, that was crazy. Anyways.
I was fond of
Saying something that you are unaware of or you don't understand and like, yeah, this is it. This is how it is. It's exactly like this, right? It doesn't do you good because that person's most likely seeking that knowledge. Right? They're seeking that. They want to know. They're going to find out. And a man only has his word as credibility. And once you, and it goes for anybody, but really anyone, if you're a dude, if you BS me, right, I label you as that. And you hold no value. And I don't associate with those kinds of people. You should surround yourself with people that are successful, that are honest. And no one person will ever fill that complete void, right? There's a comedian. I think is one of Joe Rogan's people, but he's very right about what he says. I haven't even pressed rage this whole time. I've just been running around. You need 3 people in your life. You need the guy who's always going to have your back, the person that's going to tell you the truth no matter what. And then there's one more. But the guy that has your back is the person who's like, you call him at 3 a.m. like, hey, dude, I need you. They're going to be there. The guy's going to tell you the truth. They're going to tell you the truth. They're going to tell you, like it or not, what's going on. And you ain't going to like it. That's called a good friend. That's called your best friend. Right? And no one person's going to fill both those spots. There is a third one. It just doesn't come to mind because those 2 are always the ones. If you guys know the other one, you let me know. But it is true. You don't need a whole bunch of friends, man. You don't need all that in your life. And as you get older, I think people above, 30, they will tell you. Your friend circle gets much smaller as you get older. And it should be because those are the people you really trust. Those are the guys you don't talk to. Hey man, I haven't talked to in a year and a half. I need a place to stay because I'm going through some really bad stuff. It's like, yeah, no problem. You know what I mean? Those are the ride or die kind of guys. I feel like the last one of the friends is like someone who will just throw down, but it kind of fits in that same category. But you know, we have all of that. But it's hard to meet good people, right? I think we view people as soon as we look at them in a different light. Like we pass judgment. I don't know them, I judge them. Right? And you don't know. You don't know that. That could be a really good person. That could have been one of your road dogs. That could have been one of the 3. But you'll never have that. And we look at, I think we go through life very defensively. Kind of, I mean, it's not wrong to be defensive. I don't really think defensive is the correct word, if in all honesty. But I do think you should keep your wall up, right? You should be cautious of people. Truly, you should be cautious. But I don't think it's wrong to give people a chance to at least show their colors. And that's kind of what you do, right? What's that, Shrek, where like ogres have layers, you know, or onions or cake or whatever. It's kind of like that. And I think there's a lot of value in that. I think there's a lot of value to look at someone and be like, hey man, what about this? Yo, are we? I'm here and these are still glowing. Did I pass? Temple of Chaos. I have both checkpoints right here. What? Oh, this is the Chimera. Temple of Chaos. That, dude, there's no way this build just killed the toxic bloom that fast and it didn't even register. That can't be right. This is it. Okay. I mean, what are you going to do? Okay, so the Chimera, and I'm pretty sure, I don't think the Chimera is in this. I don't think the Chimera is in this zone. Temple of Chaos. I feel like I'm lost for some reason. We'll run down here and see what we get, but I mean, let me, like always, guys, let me know what you think. All right, I want to talk about this stuff. I think we should talk about stuff like that. Talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly, because you have to. Here's the Chimera. What I don't like about this fight is you have to wait for the animations. And it's really irritating. Or you just obliterate him and don't worry about the animations. Bonkers, man. Told you, it's insane. I'm still gonna pick these up because I need to keep burning objects for later. Ah. Dude, we killed the toxic bloom and it doesn't even register the toxic bloom. That's wild. All right, let's go. Let's do this. Do your stuff. Let me talk. Let's go. Shields, like, I mean, I can take 2 hits. I don't want to just stand there, but the build can take a hit. Nope. I'm stuck. All right, hopefully, I know it's a Sunday. It's late. Usually I stream a lot earlier. I usually stream at 5. Please like, sub, do all that stuff. Share the video, you know, all those things. Help me out, help you out, help us out, all that good stuff. But I'm going to do a stream tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to do Path of Exile. I didn't really need to decide what I want to do. I might just have to push out a video early morning. I have to I have to help out some family tomorrow. I don't know how long it's going to take. So, but I really want to do the Songs of Conquest DLC just because I really like it. And dude, they have like fans or players made like their own campaign. I was like, yo, that's sick. It's a pixel like tactical game. It's really good. And I think it's a very underrated game. I'm never gonna steer you wrong, guys. If you like strategy, pixel kind of stuff, not on the. It doesn't look like Oh my gosh, what's that game? It's on the Switch. Tiny Wars, is that what it's called? It doesn't look like that, but it is like that. You get a pixel unit. I love the undead. I love undead. Obviously, I mean, dude, we're playing a witch with an undead legion. But it's good. I think it's worth your time. It goes on sale quite often. You can get it on GOG Games though, and you should buy it on GOG Games because anything on there is yours, right? You don't need like internet or something like that. Like Steam's gonna, you know, like obviously, like if you guys know, if you have a game on Steam, which most of us, that's just what we have. That's what we do. When you have GOG, it's yours. Because a game on Steam is technically not yours. It's kind of like it's digital. You're renting. That's why I started buying tons of DVDs all of a sudden. I'm going to give you, dude, I'm going to tell you the most wild thing right now. Okay. So Deadpool came out and they had Blade, right? So Blade was in Deadpool. I haven't watched the new Deadpool Wolverine, okay? But I was like, man, I really want to watch Blade, okay? Blade, if you go download the movie Blade on YouTube, it's like $15-$20, okay? Just let that sink in. The movie, the first Blade with Frost is like $20-$25 on YouTube. Now, if you go to Walmart and you go to the bargain section, right, you get all the Blade movies, and there's like a third one, like special feature one or something like that. You get all the Blade movies for $5. So we watched Blade. We watched all the Blades. And the first Blade is, man, it's hard. What's the best Blade? I think the third one is really good. Mostly because, like, dude, I like Ryan Reynolds. I think he's awesome. I don't know how else to describe it. I just like his character or whoever he is. I mean, obviously I don't know the guy. But on screen, there's something about him like, yeah, that's a dude I would hang out with. You know? And I don't know, man. Blade 3 was really, really good. Even though I like the first one, but now when you watch it, it's kind of cheesy. But it's a good cheese. And I like Whistler. Whistler's awesome. The actor for Whistler's awesome. You know, I mean, come on, guys. If you've never seen Blade, dude, go to Walmart, and for $5, you'll get all the video. You'll get all the DVDs. These guys aren't even fighting anymore. See, they're stuck. But anyways, so I got like, man, we got Blade. We got like all the Mummy movies. $5 for all the Mummy movies. But if you go online, you want a digital download, it's a lot of money. Ooh, also, if you find it, for my anime guys, Yu Hakusho is like $30. All the Avatar from Nickelodeon, the first one and the second one. Second one's not that great. The first one and the second one are combined. $30 for all of it. Avatar Aang from the first one is one of the best animes that has ever been made, TV show wise. Super underrated. Story's great, characters are great. Tons of memorable moments. It's just good. Like there's no okay. There's just no other way to say it. It's just good. What else is there? What was good too? Band of Brothers. It was there too. Like $25 for Band of Brothers. And if you guys like war movies, Band of Brothers is like Saving Private Ryan, but a TV show. I still think Saving Private Ryan is probably one of the best war movies ever made. Fury's good. What else have we got? But Band of Brothers, man, it's just, it's fire, dude. It's, you like all the characters. Bull is awesome, and they're all real people. Like the story, like I wish we got more interviews at the end. So when you guys watch Band of Brothers, at the very end of the movie, dude, these guys are just getting melted. At the very end of the movie, they do like an interview with like those guys who went through World War II, and just listening to what they went through, and like it's such small commentary. I just wish it was more. Like you'll never hear that stuff anymore. You'll never hear. I mean, I don't know if anybody's really interested like that, but getting the perspective of people who have gone through those things and just hearing it is just knowing, like, guys, you guys went through the worst. You went through the worst of the worst. Everyone goes through the bad stuff, right? But during a time that was unlike anything else in history for, man, even now. I mean, what can you do? Do I have more of these crystals things? We take those people for granted. See, there's the Chaos Charm. It's so good. Ooh. Omen Scepter Gray. Worth it. Where am I? Still got the Blackjaw Remnant. We gotta go find this guy. But yeah, like, and if you ever watch Hacksaw Ridge, I love war movies. Okay, it's not just because I'm a vet, I promise. I've always loved war movies. You know, you got Gladiator, you got you know, the older ones like that. Not the new Gladiator. Don't you come over here and tell me the new Gladiator was fire. It's not. Don't you dare. Right? Oh my gosh, what's the one dude where the guy has the mask and he has like leprosy? That's a really good movie too. What is that movie? I want to say something for the King, but I know it's not. I'd have to look it up. I know it's on Hulu right now too. Man, but there's just those war movies that do a very good job at telling the story and letting you see that perspective. I think they're good. There are few though that do a good job. Many of them just don't do a good job. You know, we're getting a good chunk of these waystones. I have to go back to the. I gotta go back to the right. I'm pretty sure I think that's the boss at the other checkpoint. I don't know if I can. Come on, dude. Yeah, there's just good war moves. I don't think Jarhead was good. I met a lot of people they're like Jarhead is not a good movie. I'm like, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think Jarhead is a good movie either.
Well, that's fortuitous.
I know whatever happened is actually decently realistic for how stuff really goes down in the military, but I don't know. Because Jarhead just didn't do it for me. I just couldn't keep my attention. What's the other? Is Windwalker the other one? Is that Mel Gibson who has it? Mel Gibson? Guys, I'm going to Walmart tomorrow. I'm going to get Braveheart if I can find it. I can't find it. I can't find Braveheart. I tried looking before. And I just cannot find it. Don't know why. Amazing video. I remember the dude just shoving his hand down the other guy's throat. I'm like, oh my God, that's crazy. It was great though. Man, I feel like these bows with this chaos damage for the archer are really good. I always want to keep them, but I feel like I'm not going to run the bow person. I don't know if the mercenary uses the big crossbow thing, I think. Nope, not that.
Anything catch your eye?
I don't. That might have been a bad decision. I don't know. I'm going to keep these because they're going to be good to roll on for later. That's what, later on in the game, you want grays because you want to roll to get better stuff is what you're looking for. Will not grant a point. Okay. I might sell these. So this whole giant screen is for selling. So if you don't know how to sell, I'm just going to real quickly go in here. You need to have like a pro tab. You have to buy it. You need to right click. You're going to go to notes, say whatever, but you can put negotiate on all these things and you click it. And you hit the check mark and it's posted online. And then that person will whisper you or message you and then you go drop it off. I need to fix this because I'm actually just using this as storage. I have these 3 hammers because I was trying to do the warrior build. I was trying to hold 2 big hammers and slap everything. But when you're the warrior trying to do the 2-handed build, your strength score is, I thought it said doubled. It is tripled. So that means I need 88 times 3 to wield it in one hand. I don't know if it compounds, but I don't have that. So the only way to do it is you have to have reduced stats. And that's the hardest thing, for at least for my experience right now, it's the hardest thing to get. It's very, very challenging. All right, homies. It's my 2-hour time. I'm going to let y'all go. Let's talk for a minute. I mean, we've been talking the whole time. But I want you to have a good Sunday for the rest of your night. I want you to have a good time. I will get this build video out. I'm pretty sure I'll have it out tomorrow. It just depends on what my day is going to be like. I do want to stream tomorrow. I might have to push it. I don't know. Usually I'm on between 5, maybe 6. Just today was a little bit different. But yeah, guys, have a good Sunday. I'll see you next time. I'm all on here, on Rumble. If you want to follow me on Twitter, come on. You know the drill. Like, sub, all that stuff. And I'll see you next time.